Ladies and gentlemen, live from B's Sex Dungeon, it's the Adult Baby Show.
I'm a sweet boy.
I'll let a girl suck any part of me. I mean, honestly.
It's just in my mouth, just.
Oh, like, I'll try anything once.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Except getting to work on time.
You just ruined my day. Fuck your day.
Oh, let's get the feet involved.
It's not a nut. Maybe I shouldn't say that out loud with you.
Some people
Yeah.
are absolutely
Uh-huh.
disgusted by me.
He ain't lying.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Adult Babies Podcast, episode 304. I am B.
I'm Chic.
And I'm Ryan.
How you guys doing?
I'm doing all right.
Good.
I always wait for him to get going. It's just weird.
I just love the flair he puts on it sometimes.
Yeah.
Well,
Great.
you have to sort of come with some energy,
Some
right?
oomph.
I'm big on energy.
You are.
Big on energy.
Because I don't have a lot of it, but then I save it for this.
I was
Yeah.
going to say,
It
Chick
shows.
drains
It shows.
a lot of it. But,
Yeah.
you know.
I feel like I've been much better and I don't hit you up as much as I was.
No. But we did get into an argument this week. I had to tell you to relax.
Did we get into an argument, though?
See, it's always, he doesn't think of it as an argument because it's just the way he talks.
Right.
But like, to
Well,
me,
we're just talking.
it's, yeah, and I forget what this was even. I think this was, I'm the most selfish person he knows. He gave me this top 5 most selfish people
Oh, and
in
I
his
threw
life.
him in the list.
And he put me in there. And then he's giving me examples of why he's dependable. And it's like, finally, I'm going back and looking at these texts because I'm working, and he's, my blood is, he gets me to the point where I'm angry at him. And I don't want to be angry at him. And it started with, he sent a text about, he knows I'm a fan of the Jets, and he sent a text of like something in training camp. Didn't respond, moved on to something else. Good talk. Hey, you didn't see my text? Your Jets suck. You're all losers. You're going to be a loser for the rest of your life. And then I go back at him. We go back at each other. And then he's like, why are you so mad at me? And then, like, because he brings me, like, this is what he does for fun.
Yeah.
And it's like, this is not what I do for fun.
No.
I don't just reach out to my friends and
Trying
be
to make
like,
them feel bad out of nowhere.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Hey, I wonder if they're having a good day. Let's see if I can end that.
and that's what you try to do. Is that correct, Chick?
Bashing the Jets ruined your day?
He's a very.
It just, you
But
know.
Loyal
you should know
Jets
where
fan,
it's,
though.
you should also know where it's coming from.
Okay, I do, but then it just escalates.
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 It escalates to the point where I start getting angry and I start saying stuff that I don't mean. Like, you're a loser.
You don't mean that?
I do mean that. But you know, I'll get mean.
Yeah.
And he doesn't care, but also I know he does care.
Yeah.
I didn't realize we were in a fight.
Well, you never realize we're in a fight because this is the way you talk to your friends. You're always on that level of like, you piece of shit. It's just a different way of talking. that
One of
he's
my
got.
buddies told me I get off on conflict, and I was like, bullshit. I said, I'm not afraid of conflict, but I don't get off
No,
on
you
it.
search for
You're
it.
like, fuck you. I don't get off on conflict.
Well, even today on the can we talk about like another one of your text
You can
things?
talk about whatever you
So
want.
on the way here, this is the other thing he does a lot.
The other thing he does a
he
lot.
When is
starts-
this podcast just going to. When are we going to change the
I
title?
know you have to mic us up in the car.
To fixing chick. When is that? When are we just going to call it fixing chick?
That's
This is
impossible.
what we've been trying to do for
Yeah.
years. So we're about 20 minutes away, and he goes, "Yeah, what the hell? What did he start the conversation with?" So yeah, I blocked her, and you know,
That's not
because she
how I
just wanted
started.
money out of me, and you know, we're going back and forth, and I'm like, what? We were talking about nothing. Like, I think he starts conversations in his head,
Yeah.
and then like midway through, You do this too?
She does this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he blurts out the middle of the story. And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And it turns out what this lunatic did, and he's done it in the past, is
We could get into it, yeah.
well, tell the people
No,
what,
you
what
could,
happened.
I want to hear how you view it.
How I view it. Okay, this is how I view it. A lady of the night or a lady of the Instagram that we all know is, we don't know what it is.
It started on TikTok, remember?
It started on TikTok. Oh, I'm sorry. Sent him a message God knows what the message is. Hey, baby, what you look good or something, right? What was the message?
They're always just like, hey. It's not like anything.
Right.
They're not creative.
You know this person in real life?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's one
It
of
could be like a male who looks like you, for all I know.
and right away, he's got to go back. He's got to write
He
back.
doesn't. I let those die immediately. I don't play.
He
into,
don't.
Yeah.
He doesn't
I like it.
Yeah, you
I
have a long
enjoy
history
it.
of playing with these people.
Yeah. I've never done anything, but I enjoy it.
And then he
Katie,
brings it to Instagram. So now she's on Instagram texting, and
Well,
then
she
they go
told
to,
me I'm not on TikTok often. Go to my Insta. I said, all right. So I messaged her on Insta, like, hey, I'm over here now.
I'm over here now. Hey,
But you
I'm
know
over here now.
You know where this is going, but you continue.
I know, but I like to see how far we could go.
It's just it's we're so different. In
I
that
think
way.
a little bit of you hoping maybe this one's real though. Who knows? Things like this, crazier things have happened.
You did say that.
I said, if she showed up, let's go. But
She's gonna show up with a
that's
knife.
I wind up, I play with it, and then eventually my conscience
No,
comes
it
in where it's
no,
like,
it doesn't. If she was gonna show up,
dude, I could have had her over.
We could have had this person over.
Yes.
Whoever they were.
she would have been a guest on the
whoever they
podcast.
were. But the other thing is, like, I don't want them coming to my parents' house.
Sure.
Like,
Yeah.
it's a lot involved. It's not like it's my own place. And then I don't have money where I'm going to be like, let's go get a hotel. It's like, it's like, you want to hang out in my car or my fucking
Yeah.
parents' house?
I just you know the ending of this. It's
Yeah, but I have fun with it until it's not fun, and then I stop.
This is episode 303. This is not a repeat of multiple
Yeah,
past
I know,
episodes.
I know.
So everybody knows.
It just
This
continues.
is yeah.
continues.
What, these things with me and these people?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's
You
an
guys
ongoing
bickering back
thing.
and forth about text, and then you texting random women on
It's become the
Instagram.
format of the
Yeah,
show.
this is not a repeat. This is what's today's date? Just so everyone knows, it's July 29th, 2024. This is a new episode. This isn't Chick is up to his old tricks.
Nonstop.
Well, Chick is up to his old tricks, but I do have some more stories.
Yeah, that's why I'm anxious to hear.
So we'll start with I had a softball game last week, and I like to get a little mouthy, mostly to my own players. But we're in a game the other day, bottom of the 7th inning, which in softball is the bottom of the 9th.
Yeah.
Tie game. There's a ball hit to the outfield. We got a guy on second, tries to get home. They throw the ball home. Catcher blocks the plate. Now, in softball, you're not allowed to block the plate. But if the ball brings you in front of the plate, that's a different story.
You gotta catch
But
the ball.
your guy has to give himself up. Like, you're not allowed to plow through him. You can slide or whatever.
The runner has to give himself
Yeah,
up?
you basically have to give himself
So
up.
how much time do you have between catching and you? So you can catch it, but you can't stay there. So there's got to be a
Yeah.
time period where you have to catch it and then get right out of the way if you catch
or
it.
if the ball brings you into it, it is what it is. Like, you're not in trouble. Like, if the ball brings you in front of the plate where you're blocking it, like because the throw brings the guy.
Right, but the ball can bring you there, and there could be like a
they
2
don't
second.
give
There
you
can be
that.
like a 2
If
second
the ball
count.
brings you there, you're allowed to stay there, basically.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
On a bang bang play, I guess if you have time, they want you to step out
If
of
it's
the way.
it would be obvious.
Yeah,
if you're like,
but you.
oh,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
So our guy basically just gets tagged out. My team starts losing it right away because we should have won. They called him out. We're like, he's blocking the plate. Everybody starts yelling. Now, I'm not that mad at first, but now there's two. And I can honestly say I wasn't even that mad ever about it, but, I got a big mouth. So 2 of my guys are arguing with the ump. Now, I can't let them get thrown out because, one, I'm just...
They actually play the game.
Yeah, they play.
And then you would have to go in.
Well, then I
With
would
your
go in.
Crocs.
We'd have to. It would just be a whole.
This is the game 1. You play a doubleheader.
doubleheader.
This is game 1.
Game 1.
Okay.
So I start chiming in. Now I like to think that when anything happens, like, guys, let me handle the umps. If anybody's going to get tossed or whatever, I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have these same umps for I don't know a decade now. So like you pretty much know all these
Yeah.
people. So now I'm just telling this guy, I'm like, you know what? I'm not even surprised. You've been terrible for 10 years.
Oh.
I go, you've been bad your whole time with us.
Wife's ugly.
Yeah. So
You know the guy's name?
I don't. Not this
Blue.
guy.
You don't know.
His name is
I-
Blue.
His name is Blue.
This guy I dislike enough to the point where I've never.
There's been
communicated
problems
with him to know
before.
his name. Yeah, but I don't like. I know Rob.
Yeah,
Lenny,
right.
like we got a bunch of other guys that I enjoy. umping our games. And even the other umpire who made the call, this guy wasn't even the one who made the call. This was the other ump. The other ump who made the call is kind of like a cool guy. I like that guy. So now I tell him, and I go, you know what? I go, everybody's got a calling in life, and umping is clearly not yours.
Umping ain't yours.
But like, I'm not cursing. So to me, as long as you don't curse, they got, you can give a little lip.
Quick side note: what's your calling, Chick?
My calling?
Yeah.
I don't have a calling. Being an asshole? I don't know.
I guess so.
Sales.
You know it.
It's a calling.
Yeah, it's a
I could
calling.
sell.
Somebody
Calling
does
is a
it.
calling.
Yeah.
So the guy's getting more and more annoyed at me, and he's like kind of looking at me like getting ready to fucking toss me, but I'm not saying anything too bad yet. So then the guy's like, I don't got to take this shit from you. And I said, well, we pay you. You're going to sit there and take it. Once I said
not the
that,
case at all.
this guy got so mad. Turned right around. He goes, you're out of here. I go, I'm not going anywhere. I'm like, you can't throw me out for that. I go, I didn't even say anything bad.
Oh my God.
So now he's like, no, that's it. You're done. You got to get out of here. I said, well, I'm not. I said, I'll call Joe because you made it. I was like, you're terrible. So now I call the owner of the league. Well, the guy who
Jesus
runs
Christ.
the league.
Yeah.
Just because I'm not letting this guy toss
This
me
is
out.
how I feel during text. And he's like, he's not that mad. Chick isn't that mad by this.
Yeah.
But he's like calling the owner of the league. It's,
So now I get
We
Joe
need a
on the
Joe. We need a
phone.
Joe. We need an
Yeah, we
owner
need
of the
an owner of the
podcast.
podcast.
So I get Joe on the phone.
Can
and
you
I
get a
go-
hold of Chick?
I go, Joe, I just got thrown out of the game, but here, hold on. The ump wants to talk to you. So I give the ump my phone. Now the ump walks away. And now I'm talking to the other ump. And I'm like, my teammates are like, yo, Chick, shut the fuck up. Like, let's just get the game going.
Yeah.
Now, once they yell at me, that's it. I'm not, if I was going to stop, now I can't because they're telling me to. And I refuse to let like one of the players on my team tell me to shut up. And then I'm like, all right. And I just shut up. So now I can't. So now I'm like, fuck you. I'm like, whatever. So then I tell the ump, he goes, no, you're not even allowed to stay there. He goes, grab your shit and get out of here. I said, well, I don't have any shit.
Joke's on you. I don't got
I
nothing.
said, he goes, are you playing? I said, nope, I'm not playing. He goes, well, get your shit and leave. I said, well, I don't have any shit. And I said, the furthest I'm going is, I said, I'll leave the dugout. So then I leave the dugout because he wanted me to go into the.
You went and got a mustache and came back in the
The old
dugout.
Bobby
Bobby
Valentine.
So now
That would be amazing if you did that.
we get a. So now the other guy, he gives me the phone back. I talking to Joe. He's like, just don't say anything else. He's like, I'm on my way. I'm like, dude, you don't got to come here. I'm like, it's fine. I won't say anything else. So now I'm off to the side with my buddy's girlfriend and her friend, and now we're just watching the game. 10 feet away from the dugout, right behind home plate. So the game finishes. We won the first game, thank God. Now the other ump is now the home plate umpire for the whole second game, and I'm right behind him. And you know what? He didn't.
Were you thrown out of both games then?
Yeah, you're not allowed. When you're
It's
thrown
for
out,
the
you're
night.
out for
It's the
done
night.
for the night. So I had to, but I just sat off. I was 10 feet away.
Were you,
You
disguising,
refused to.
were you disguising your voice? You
No,
were
no,
you
he knew I
heckling
wasn't
in a
leaving. I
different
said,
voice?
listen, I'll be
I
good.
don't know, Ump. That's
He
not
was-
a very good call.
He was fine with me at the end of the night and everything. It was all good. So, but that was
You
my
shake hands with him at the end of the night?
Yeah,
How's that
I
go?
had no hard feeling. I
What do you
didn't care.
say at the end of the night?
Yeah, good game, man. It is what it is.
You don't like say, I'm sorry, things got heated out there.
Normally I would apologize, but not to that guy because he's a shitty ump.
Oh, okay. I guess he deserves
Okay.
it. All right.
So that was my softball.
Yeah. Always fascinating. the tension that rides on these
Meaningless
meaningless
games.
games. Yeah.
And it wasn't even like wasn't even annoyed. I was just,
The fact that you're not annoyed and you're like, I refuse to
screaming?
leave. I'm calling the commissioner. And
So he let his team hype him up to anger, like they were angry, so he met their anger. Then they were like, "Now chill," and he's like,
Yeah.
"Nah, you guys started this. I'm finishing it."
Yeah, yeah.
You let the fucking guy out. That's it.
Yeah. So why couldn't you record Sunday? Sunday morning? You said,
Oh,
you said,
yes,
you
yes.
This is what I want to
You
hear.
said, can we record later Sunday? After we had already decided that we're not recording Sunday. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, let's hear about this.
So, my good friend of mine's wife, they actually listened to the show. Tara, what's up?
Hi, Tara.
She
Hey, Tara.
is a cycle teaches a cycle class, or she just got approved to she just
Yeah.
got licensed or whatever it is.
At a location, like a spot.
yeah, at a
like
location.
Yeah.
So I guess when they do that, they have like a family and friends night where you have all your friends and family there. So she was asking us all to go. They were very good friends of mine. So I was like, you know what? Normally would I ever want to do this? Fucking absolutely not. But a handful of my guy friends are doing it, a bunch of their wives. So I was like, fuck it, I'll do it. Whoa. cycle classes are awful. Like,
By the way, there's beads of sweat on you right now. And
yeah,
you're
I'm
sitting
sweating.
doing a podcast.
I am. I feel like I got the light on me. I got no hair. I'm dying.
I can't imagine what the psycho class was.
Oh,
He throws it
Well,
in your face. Anthony wipes
know.
off on my pillow. He wipes off on the pillow.
I need a rag. I got nothing to go.
You want a rag? Want a towel?
Yeah, we'll get that. Well, eventually.
Eventually, we'll get there.
So we get into the cycle thing. They tell you just wear socks. They'll provide you with shoes. And I always get nervous about shoes because I got wide feet.
Yeah.
So of course I see these things super narrow. I'm like, this is not going to be fun.
Yeah.
Because usually they don't get with the wide foot people that come in.
Yeah, well, I
cycling
mean, you would
classes.
think in a cycling class, big people want to lose weight. You should have some wide feet.
You would
But
think.
you would
Yeah,
think.
you would.
Those people have
also-
they have to bring their own shoes. You
Yeah,
have
well,
to-
apparently you can. It's like, but I wasn't doing that. So I put on these like elastic shoes with this metal like square thing on
Yeah,
the
yeah,
bottom
snap
part
in.
that snaps in. I didn't know that. I thought I was going to be loose like on a normal bike. Like I was not picturing the type of bike.
He thought he was going to be going in circles. Like I was going to be on the ground.
No,
and
but I thought it was going to be like a comfortable seat, and it's just pedaling.
a leisurely ride through.
But not even like it's just like padding or something. The seat was
this
so
stinks.
hard.
Yeah, that's difficult.
So like, my foot was hurting immediately before I even sat down on the bike. My right foot was in excruciating pain. Just
Wait, did you get inside the small thing?
the shoe.
The shoe, yeah.
Yeah, I managed.
So
to
you were
do
able
it.
to
Yeah,
squeeze
it was
in there?
elastic, so he was able to fit
Yeah,
into it.
exactly. But there was enough pressure where my foot's killing me now.
Yeah, you got.
So it's like working in a shoe.
sitting-
You got to work it in before. So literally, my feet didn't stop hurting until about 35 minutes in, and it only was 45 minutes. So for 35 minutes, I was in pain.
Yeah.
So I got my ass. I mean, and it's not your ass. It's like where your ass cheek meets your thigh, but more on the inside,
Yeah.
where it hurts, where the seat is just like.
I guess you got to build up a tolerance to that.
I think that's
because
what I'm
we just
saying.
went on a bike ride in Manhattan. We got some city bikes and went from like Brooklyn Bridge down to Battery Park and then up to Central Park, essentially. And it was a pretty long ride, but both of us at the end were like, my ass. I'm like, they're pretty big seats.
Yeah.
Like my ass is killing me. Like, but people bike every day. I guess you just get used to it. You
I
just,
think it's like
you
anything. You just build up.
you build up a
I
tolerance to
guess.
that. Yeah.
But like because I wasn't used to it, and this is why I didn't enjoy it because I was in pain right off the bat. So I couldn't even really get into going because I was hurting so much right off the jump.
Yeah.
So I basically kept it in gear one the whole time and just did a nice,
It's almost
45
hard.
minutes.
It's almost hard keeping up to gear one. It's like it goes so quick. It's almost
Yeah,
harder
yeah,
to pedal
yeah.
in gear one.
I
A
think
little,
I might
a little
have-
bit of resistance.
I probably would have been better off with
You
a little
would have, probably.
resistance.
You like almost overexert yourself in gear.
Yeah.
It's like you're not.
Because you go a little slower, right? You know,
Yeah,
it's even just a 2 or 3.
But they got you like, so you're going forward, and then it's like pick up the pace, do more resistance. I mean, you can do whatever you want.
She good at it? She's
She's like
natural,
really
yeah?
good at it. She
Yeah.
was fucking professional up there.
Yeah.
And then they're up and down, and I'm in so much pain.
She
that,
listens, I
like,
guess you gotta
my
say that,
foot
yeah.
and all that shit. I'm like, I'm not fucking.
You weren't doing the
I'm not
up
up and
down.
down in this. My
Yeah.
ass hurts. My foot hurts.
I'm here. That's all you get.
Yeah, I'm locked in too. So every time I wanted to like even get my foot off to try and like stretch it out,
Yeah.
it's
Stuck to a bike.
Which is
Stuck
why I
to the
don't
bike.
like when Joe Biden fell off the bike. Everyone was like, "How do you fall off a bike? It wasn't even moving." Like he was locked into the bike and he
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
unlock.
Oh,
like,
you could
he-
easily
he went
fall
to he
off
went to
that.
go stop and his foot didn't unlock and that's how he fell. Like,
Yeah, I could see that.
It's not crazy to fall off a
And when you have
stopped bike
dementia
when you're
and
locked
you're
in.
fucking
Yeah,
90
no,
also,
I'm not
you
saying
know.
I'm not dismissing that. But
Yeah.
when he fell, I was like, yeah, that makes sense.
It
Like
does.
it's not he didn't fall off a
If I did that every day, I'm falling off that bike once at least.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it was the workout was cool. It was just the pain and uncomfortableness for me that was not fun.
Yeah, I thought about getting one of those Pelotons, but
So
they're
is that what
expensive.
a Peloton is? You lock in. That's the same thing as a Peloton.
I would
And,
like.
you,
It's
and you
like,
just
it's
watch
like
the
a
coach
car
on the
payment.
TV.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
no.
would love to get into that, but
So-
they are. So
They're
just
expensive
too
to start, and the classes, the membership is expensive.
Yeah.
30 people there.
They don't have wide shoes.
What place do you think I came in?
30th.
I'm gonna say since his eyebrows raised, 29.
Yeah.
27.
Right, B. You know me so well.
29.
Not last. Second to last.
Second
Which
to last.
Nice.
I want to know who took more time,
Yeah.
like who half-assed
Yeah.
it more than I did.
Right. Who was that?
Just for the listeners, so we know, we do have we have an audience here today.
Yeah.
Monique is here hanging out with us. So if you're wondering what those pauses are, Monique is 27.
Yeah. So yeah, that was my cycle class routine.
wow.
That sounds like fun. Yeah.
It, was, it
sounds fun.
actually
so you have
was
to pay
a lot
for
of
it.
fun.
You have to pay.
You
for
don't have
this?
to pay for
This
anything.
is friends and family.
Friends and family,
open
they
to
do it for free.
They're hoping that people will come back.
They
so.
market, so we've all been getting nonstop calls, texts,
Yeah.
and all that.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
like
It's a smart
emails.
business move.
It is.
It
It
is.
is a smart business move.
And I'm not
And you
gonna
give
lie.
her a chance to practice if she's new. If
I
she's
think
new to
that's
it.
also for her. Like she put together like a 45-minute music like
Yeah.
playlist for it. It was
Yeah.
a lot of fun.
That's a perfect way to get into it, and also it probably introduces a lot of people that would normally do something
Yeah.
like that, like Chic.
Listen, I would have never did it.
And maybe
You'll never
one,
do it again either. But
He won't ever
But the
do it.
only
Yeah.
reason why I wouldn't do it again is because it was so uncomfortable for me. Like I'd have to do it for a couple months until I got comfortable, and I don't.
so you don't
want
want to do it until you get good at it.
No,
Yeah.
I'd rather start something where I know I could be better and uncomfortable.
like coaching.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or like boxing where I'm not tied in. Like I want to train or do something to get in shape, but not where my
Yeah.
foot hurts the whole time, my ass hurts.
Yeah, you don't want to deal with the pain. You just want to deal with the.
No, I don't mind after pain. Like if my legs were sore today, I wouldn't mind that.
Right.
But my asshole hurts like somebody fucking bent me over,
Yeah.
and it's
Ew.
not comfortable. That I don't need from
That
a
you don't-
workout.
that I don't need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that sounds fun.
What do you got? You said you had something going on?
I have a few things. Well, I'll say this: as far I know, Chick, you saw the movie Twisters.
So I was so happy about that movie.
All right. Do you have any interest in seeing it? Do you guys-
No interest. If she
Okay.
wants to see it, I don't have any interest
All
in
right,
seeing it.
so-
It's a fun movie.
It's fun.
I know
not
what
like
it is.
it's
I
a
know
great-
I'm sure it's a blast.
It's the same format as the first one, but it's just like times two, and it's fun.
Oh wow, they really turned up the heat on the Twisters. It's great.
But it's not supposed to be
Don't
like
be
this.
a hater. It's fun.
Enjoy
I
it
understand
for what
that.
it is.
I'm not looking for that in my life.
What are you looking for?
So you know what you should do, Monique? Take him to go see it in 4X.
That's what I'm going to say. So
You have
I
to-
what do they
I
spit
didn't
water at
see
you?
it in 4D, and I heard the experience in 4D was so much better.
all right.
You
so
get wet?
You get wet, you get wind, you get shaking, wind,
She spends
rain.
most of the time
Do it.
So I did. I went last Monday. Last Monday, I was interested in seeing this, but I saw it was in 4DX. So I was like, all right, I'm going to go and try this 4DX stuff.
Oh, you did it.
Yeah.
I'm so jealous.
So, yeah, well, because I told you, I was like, you
I
should
know,
have done
I'm so
4DX.
jealous.
So I get there, I do this 4DX, and I was a little nervous to what I was going to get, right?
Such a pussy.
I am. What do you want me to say? So I get in there, and the theater is packed.
It's funny.
The theater is
The
packed.
idea of going to a movie theater, like I'm scared. What they're gonna do to me? It's a
It
movie
was
theater.
nerve wracking, and then the seats are totally different. So I get in there, and you can like choose to put the water on, and there's like a bar in front of you, right?
Yeah.
With
I'd be
like
full effects, baby.
nozzle shooting.
What theater
you
is
up.
this in Farmingdale?
This is Deer Park
Deer Park.
at the outlets. So they do the previews, and then they start you off with the with like welcome to Regal Cinemas. And then they do that thing where you're on like a
Roller coaster?
yeah, and then the seat goes, and you're like, oh shit.
Move? Yes, yes!
So-
I can't wait to go.
so-
I'm going to spend another $30 to go see
So
this.
yeah, so I'm like in it. I'm like, oh, and you everybody, you can hear everybody around like, oh my god, like getting excited. Here's the problem. The first problem. I'm watching the previews, holding popcorn, and we're going that dude. Popcorn from all over the theater must popped up because nobody's expecting this thing,
Yeah.
right? And then we
I got
get
more
into
clips
it.
to add to that mayhem thing. If I was all us making crazy noises, I'm gonna add them going.
So then the movie starts, and then right away they get into it, the twister, and you get wind coming this way and water, and then you get like these little wind, like it felt like somebody was right behind your ear going like, which was very creepy.
Yeah.
And they also
Got
do
Hawk Tui behind you.
a light little, and then they would do stuff like when rain would come, like you'd feel like on underneath, like on your calves from the back. So you're feeling stuff from all over the place, right? And then
I heard it was so much fun.
dude, by the third tornado or twister, you see it coming and you're just holding on because you felt like you were gonna get shot out of the seat. Like that's how they go heavy. So it was fun. I can't imagine. Like this is the movie to see it in.
Yeah,
Like this
I'm more
movie's
interested in
made
seeing
for
that.
that.
It was made for this. I don't know. It would have to be that type of movie. By the end of it, you're definitely feeling it. Like my abs hurt the next day because I'm like trying to hold myself in.
Yeah.
I was bracing myself, but it was awesome, man. It was
I
awesome.
heard it was, and I was so pissed that I didn't know that they offered this because when we went to it, my buddy's like, "Oh, we're gonna go to IMAX." So I spent the same price.
It was the same price. It wasn't
and
more
I fucking
expensive.
didn't get all the effects that he got.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I haven't heard that it is in.
If I'm
4D.
ripped out of my face, that's gonna be awesome.
You would love it.
Yeah.
It would
if you
keep
guys
you
are
awake
doing the
too.
4X and you're gonna do it, I'm in.
Yeah, I'm interested in going to that experience.
You got
the
it.
movie itself. I don't have any interest in watching, but I'm interested in seeing that.
It's an experience worth it, and if you're gonna do it for this movie.
yeah,
and I
what am I going to
guarantee
see? Fly Me to the Moon in 4D?
No. That's this thing must be expensive. The whole time I'm thinking, I'm like, how is this gonna last?
Yeah.
Because at the end, it's fun in the beginning. At the end, you're like, all right, enough. This is a lot.
It's wild. It's the same price because they're using more power to.
I agree with
shit
you.
Yeah.
the things. They've got to put water in the thing.
Yeah.
I think they feel like if you charge any more, no one's going. Like they're at the max that they could charge
It's
you
probably
already.
true. It's probably true. But yeah, it was fun. But I don't know how. I could be wrong. Maybe that there's certain movies that are meant for this, but it was definitely something I think you should experience. Just to be like, all right, I get it.
Yeah.
Would I do it again? I don't think so.
I think I saw something in like Universal
Universal's the king of those types of
it
rides.
felt like you were at Disney.
where like there was I don't know if
to
it was
the
a
Future.
movie. I think they put together like a 7-minute thing and it was like a bird flying around and you would get splashed throughout.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
really-
They
this
did
is
Back
like
to the
a
Future was like that.
very long time ago.
Hanna-Barbera. Hanna-Barbera was one of my favorite rides.
Which one was that?
It's like put all the fucking Flintstones and Jetsons and all that
Jetsons.
shit.
Jetsons and Flintstones.
Jetsons.
Well, Hanna-Barbera, yeah, that was my favorite. But didn't they have the race? The Hanna-Barbera was the wacky racers, right? Right?
Yeah, and you were in, I forget what you were in, and you were like racing
Yeah,
through
yeah.
all those, and you hit the Jetson shit, and it was awesome. I,
don't
love
remember
that
that
ride.
one. The Back to the Future ride was one of my favorites.
Universal was the tits.
It was the tits. Universal. I love Back to the Future. I love those rides, but one of my phobias was strobe lights because it would say that you could
You're
have
allergic to strobe lights?
no, but it would say that you could have a seizure.
Yeah.
and that freaked me out.
Yeah.
So like, and still to this day,
They
like
say
I
that
gotta-
in movies now, if there's like lights
I
flashing in the
know,
movie.
I know, and it always gets me. But like I have to go like shut my eyes during that.
Yeah.
Why?
So-
You don't get seizures. You've never had a seizure.
Yeah, I know, chick. It's what do you want from me? It's another thing. I do have another thing I want to say that's a little odd.
Okay.
That's been happening. You we got my taste back. I'm tasting everything.
Right.
Are they
Things.
different?
Ooh,
Sorry.
it kind of matches the sand.
We got
You
this
can't let
backwards.
something go and just go about the show without noticing what's going on.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize.
Be professional.
I'm not a professional. Okay, I'm not like you. So now that I got my taste back, something weird has happened to me.
This is not gonna be worth it. Yeah.
It's not.
Okay.
I have an insatiable taste for mayo.
Insatiable.
Can't
Really?
Specific
stop eating mayonnaise.
type of
Really?
mayo?
I did buy a specific type because I wanted to try it, but I can't stop eating mayo.
That's because it's all you have in your fridge is
No.
condiments. There's nothing to put it on.
No, but I have other condiments. I've put it on. I put it on everything. I bought a bottle.
And you
of,
never did you used to like mayo?
I liked mayo. I
but
didn't.
now you're a white you like supreme white person level like mayo.
I go out and I say, can I have a side of mayo, please, with everything. I'm loving.
side?
it.
Side of mayo? You're dipping
Side.
things into
Oh,
mayo?
a side of mayo
dipping.
disgusts me.
I do like to dip fries into mayo.
Well, mostly
Yeah.
fries. I'm
Yeah.
not like dipping French toast sticks in it, but like
Yeah.
I'm dipping.
toast sticks.
I'm dipping like
That's
the
hilarious.
stuff you should put in there. But I've never been. But it's weird that like I don't know.
Mayo's not really a dipping sauce.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what's weird. Like
I know.
I don't know what's going on with me. So yeah, I'm become a mayo freak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah. Well, they say that every 7 years your taste buds can change
I'm waiting for mine to change.
anyway.
Oh, is that true?
No,
Yeah,
they did
but,
change. I
But
don't
it
know
feels
about
like you
every
went
7
from like no
years.
taste buds to straight onto mayo.
Right,
That
and
seems like
I always thought, well, when I knew I would get my taste back, I'm like, I can't wait to eat stuff, and I've been trying to be good because I, look like a house.
Yeah.
So like,
You look like a house.
I'm maintaining.
What am I? If you look like a house, then what the fuck am I? I'm like double your
mansion.
size. Yeah,
Yeah, but I'm
Jesus
not going
Christ.
to let myself get there. That's
So I used to love mayo to how much you love mayo now.
did.
I used to go to the Subway and get a turkey sandwich, just turkey, lettuce,
remember you
and
saying
tomato.
that.
And just and I would just ask for extra mayo, and so much the fact that I asked what kind of mayo they used to use, and then I was at work. I bought.
The Restaurant Depot.
I remember you saying
they
this.
bought it. We sold the mayo that they
Okay.
served. It was Admiration mayo, which is like you can't get in stores. So I bought a 4 1-gallon case from my job of Admiration mayo. I was just putting mayo in everything. And I think I did it because I still like mayo. It's not
But
like I'm
not-
disgusted by mayo, but I'm not.
Yeah, I enjoy mayo, but not like you sick fucks.
It's weird. I'm like a little grossed out myself. That's why I bring it up
Yeah.
because it's like it's just something so different for me.
Yeah.
And I'm embarrassed to order it at a restaurant.
You're embarrassed to order normal things.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Mayo is an embarrassing thing to order. It's like it's the fat person's.
Try being fat
thing.
and ordering any of it.
Yeah, it's not
Listen,
good.
I've been there.
Yeah, you've been there.
Yeah, I've been
I know
there.
You're
it's
still
like-
there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, you look good.
I feel good.
You look good.
No, I'm
I've seen
maintaining.
a couple of pictures of you on stage. I'm like, you like,
I'm maintaining.
Yeah.
I do my like I ate a lot yesterday. We had my aunt's birthday. Ate a bunch, and then I had leftovers today, and I was like, I have to like. I went swimming to try to work it off.
Oh, swimming? Where'd you go swimming?
My parents have a pool, so dude, it felt. I've been swimming the last 3 days. I feel good.
It's like a workout.
Like
I
as a-
used to do that in my pool. It's the best workout.
it's so
It
good.
is the best workout. So, yeah, I was just talking about this. I don't have access to a pool.
Come to my pool whenever
I
you
was
want,
gonna go.
Ryan.
I was gonna join a gym, but like I'm too self conscious to get in the pool at the gym.
Yeah, I would be
My
too.
goal is to get in shape enough to go into the pool at the gym. Like I got to go to the gym first, get in shape, so
You
I
got
can
an
go in the
open
pool.
invite to my pool.
By the way, Ryan, I don't think that's that odd. I think a lot of people would feel that same way.
Yeah,
That you have to get like.
Remember in like gym class when they had pool?
I
Like,
didn't have. We didn't, yeah,
I
didn't
never
have a
did
pool.
pool.
in Farmingdale,
Never
you didn't
did
do-
it.
So
I took
I thought
cooking.
you had to at least
I
do
took
it once.
advanced foods.
But I always
The
felt bad.
opposite.
Like I never cared about taking my shirt off. Fat, skinny, I've had all, but I never cared either way. But
Yeah,
like
I
I
am-
did
I
feel
envy
bad
that,
for
yeah.
like certain people who like do like in the gym class, and it's like, well, you got to take your shirt off.
Yeah,
And people, who, it's like
Yeah.
fucking-
it seems torturous.
It does. Mean too.
I'm in any shape I'm in. I'm uncomfortable taking my shirt off. I'm the
Well,
opposite.
that's what
I'm the
I'm
opposite.
saying.
of you.
My
I'm-
buddy,
yeah.
my buddy Z is in 6-pack, whatever. Doesn't like taking his shirt off. He busts his balls all the time because we're a bunch of fat, fucking older men, and we all always have our shirts off for like when we're in a pool party or something. And he's always
Yeah.
geared up, and he's the one with a 6-pack.
That's it's something deeply rooted in there.
Yeah.
So I thought I bought water shoes, and I was gonna go in the Sound. I'm like, I can just go to the Sound. I'll just swim in the Sound.
But that's you want a pool that
Yeah.
you can go back and forth.
Yeah,
I don't
you
like
do.
that.
Yeah, but it's a free option. And
got
it's
a
close
free
by.
option at the
Yeah, but this is so
Chickalos.
close
Oh,
at the
that's true.
Chickalos.
I am far.
yeah, that's true.
Nice pool, heated.
He's trying to get. He told me the same thing. I told
Yeah.
him I went swimming, and he
Yeah.
goes, "Any day, just come back in the pool."
I love
Nobody.
when people when say that, and then I always felt like if you actually took them up on that, they'd be like, "What are you doing? You just come over to use my pool?"
Exactly.
Like the offer is always there. I used to have a pool. It was an above ground pool, but you would ask yourself, "Hey, whatever you want, jump by the pool." But if I came home one day and somebody was just in my pool,
In
I'm
the
like,
pool?
"What the fuck are you doing in my pool?"
It's weird that somebody would take you up on it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't think it's weird to take you up on it. I think it's weird to just
To
show,
show
up. I
To not
think-
text
Yeah.
I
me-
think
to not
texting
text.
Yeah,
someone,
just to show
no
up.
matter what, it's still the right. Hey, I'm
Hey,
gonna go to your
you
pool
by
today.
the pool. I still feel like I would get the call and be like, "Really?
No,
No, not today." I know I said any day, not today.
not today. Any day but today.
Not in the mood for it today.
By the way, speaking of working out, I went to the trampoline park with my nieces.
That's another thing I wanted to talk about. is I
Dude.
saw
How much fun are those?
So much fun,
Yeah.
also so dangerous.
Yeah.
But
I did one of those once, and it's dangerous.
it's dangerous. But we get in, and we were doing like 11 o'clock Sunday morning. Oh my God, I'd be dead. There's like
Why would you
13.
gonna be dead? That seems like prime
Never
time
dead.
for
I
it.
thought it'd be early. I don't know.
Although now
I'm
the
like,
school's out. You think
People's
that people
kids
would?
wake up early, bro.
I
They're
guess
out there.
so. I don't know. I just wasn't expecting. This birthday party's here. This birthday party's here, and the kids. You got to sign 25 waivers to get in there. We're not reading any of it. We're getting there.
Yeah.
Well, because who wants to read the waiver?
Nobody.
You just got to go.
The whole time I'm like, somebody must have
And then
broken
God
their
forbid
neck.
something happens, you just try and sue.
Yeah, but like I know I just signed off on my life that. But dude, I went in there and right away I'm like jumping, I'm having fun, and then I felt like my heart was coming out of my chest.
Yeah, because you're out of shape.
Yeah. And like I had to I ran out of there. Like I was like searching for water, and like I had to take a break because like I don't think I've moved that much in years. And
I ran into my house today from when it was pouring out because thought I was gonna fucking peel over, but get over it, bro. You're just out of shape.
no, I got over it. But it's like 25 minutes of bouncing.
Because you don't think about the exertion of trampoline. You think, well, you just bounce. You don't have to do a lot.
Exactly.
But there still takes a lot of energy.
You're
to-
moving.
Yeah.
And this is like, we played like 25 minutes of doing it. And then you're like, geez, you're not thinking. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, I can't
you're
catch
blown
my
up.
breath.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, it was a lot of fun.
And then you fell on a kid? What
I
happened?
fell on a kid. All right, so
Fucking asshole.
I was trying to be funny to my nieces, right? Here's the thing. A lot of times I'll try to be funny to them. Or I'll do something dumb, you know? If you get one kid to laugh, it's the greatest.
Yeah.
He tries to put on skits for his kids.
Yeah, I do. So we were going up. There's one part. It's like almost like an obstacle. I can't talk. Obstacle course.
Something like that. Yeah.
Ever since I made fun of him because of Moana, now I can't say anything.
It's the mayo. It's getting in your
Obstacle. Yeah, there's
stuck in
mayo
your
in my
throat.
throat. So I go up this little steps, and my nieces are right there, and I'm like, oh, I'm falling down on the steps.
Yeah.
Fell down right on a kid. Right on a kid.
Stranger.
Ass to face. Like right on
Oh,
the...
you piece of shit.
Was he in
Yeah.
a group or just a complete other?
No, she was like running up like a little
No, but
girl.
he's saying, is it a random kid or someone you knew?
Like you went with like a
No,
group
I
of
didn't.
people.
I just stayed with my nieces and my
And your
sister and
brother-in-law,
brother-in-law.
who's a big kid.
Yeah, he is a big kid too. But yeah, fell right on her, and you like I was embarrassed, and as was she. So like,
Yeah, just
I didn't really apologize.
You don't apologize
my
to
God.
a kid.
I just kind of ran back up the steps. Oh my god!
You are the worst.
I know I'm not great. And she,
Not great.
and the kid looked at me and sort of acted like it didn't happen and walked that way. I was like, oh, we're simpatico. Dude, we did it for an hour and a half. It was so much fun. But like, I just wanted to like, I wanted to kick all the other kids out of there.
Yeah.
And then the next day, like, I felt so good. Like, we went out to lunch after that. Got a mayo on the side, everything, and I got the whole family doing it. But
Guys, mayo. You ever tried mayo?
they all, by the
Let's
way,
get mayo.
they all got a side of mayo. Like, yeah, fries and mayo is pretty good.
Yeah.
But
Ketchup and mayo together.
ketchup mayo, yeah,
Big Mac
exactly.
sauce.
That's
Big
what
Mac
it was.
sauce.
You make them, yeah. But the next day after I did this, I was like, I wish I could use that as a gym. Like, it was such.
You know they have adult, not for gyms,
don't know
but
this.
they have a camps, like adult
I'm
camps.
not going to a camp.
No, but you go away, right, for the weekend. No, it's fun. And you drink, you get fucked up, and you do like all these, they have like things like that for like adults, though.
I don't want a camp. What I want.
That's not a camp. Maybe I shouldn't have
No,
called
I get it. I get
you
it.
take one word and you fucking hold on to it.
I don't want to do it for a weekend. What I wanted to do was, this will be my workout now. I want to go to this trampoline park, get my heart rate up for an hour, and I don't have to work
with
out.
kids.
But yeah, that's the problem. I can't go to the trampoline park by myself. And
Your niece is gonna go there every week with you.
no, in a perfect world, I would have a trampoline park all to myself and use it as like a gym because it's a great workout. But you know, a 40-year-old man can't go to a trampoline park by himself and be like, "Yeah, I'm just getting the heart rate up."
With just getting a trampoline,
It's not the
Yeah,
same.
it's not the same.
it's too restricted. It's too.
Those
Yeah.
things are all on the sidewall. They got them all.
You
over
just
the
let
place.
yourself
Because
loose.
it's
I gotta do one
climbing.
of these. I never did one of
It's
them.
so
That
much
sounds
fun.
like- yeah.
Climbing, you're bouncing, and it's.
You ever see the ones with basketball nets?
There was a basketball net there too,
Wow.
but it wasn't the.
That you got to go in with the kids. You feel too old to
Well,
do
the
that.
problem with that one, they had like basketball hoops and a full court, but it wasn't like a trampoline thing. It was weird.
That's not
like you
cool.
could bounce on it, but it felt, I don't know, it wasn't great. But what all I came out was, I wish I could do this 3 times a week and I would be in tip-top shape. But
Really?
I'd also look
Swimming,
like
though, I feel like is the best
Swimming, they
workout.
say, is the best workout because there's no pressure on your joints or anything.
Swimming
Yeah.
is a great workout.
It's like a
every
full
party,
body,
yeah.
and there's no, what do they call it? Like
Resistance or
impact.
impact.
But
Yeah,
I would have
no
to.
impact.
I would have to. I like a pool nice and warm. I have a problem with jumping into the cold. So
You
know.
get used to it so quick, though, I feel like.
Oh, I did, and yeah, you do. But this time of year it's great. But
So,
maybe if I joined a gym, I don't know.
what age do you guys think is appropriate to stop believing in Santa and the Easter Bunny and things of that nature?
I couldn't imagine.
Do you
a
remember
more
when you guys
unqualified?
stopped?
I don't remember when I stopped. I don't know what age I was.
I want to say I was 10, but maybe I was 8. Maybe I was 5. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't remember. I just feel like the whole thing makes me uncomfortable. I don't like lying to kids, and it's like, oh, the magic. I'm like, I
It's
don't
an honest
know.
lie to a certain point.
But I just feel like
Well, that's why I'm asking.
once
So
a
at
kid
what
starts
point-
asking questions, like starts making sense of things, I'm like, yeah, you're right. It doesn't
Well,
make sense.
that's what it's for. It's for little kids to be like,
When people go out of their way to like reinforce the kid's belief.
Yeah, that's
like
a little
I was listening to Sebastian Maniscalco on a podcast a while back, which I stopped listening to that podcast because I got upset. during the
political
episode.
beliefs.
Political beliefs, and also Pete talked like jokingly talked about choking his dog to like get him to stop barking. I'm like, I'm done. Stop the podcast.
I did hear that, too.
Never listen to it again.
That was a little rough.
Yeah, I was like, I'm done with this podcast. But
pun
before
intended.
that, yeah, he was talking about how his daughter, somebody at school was going around saying that Santa wasn't real. So he like went out of his way, like hired a Santa on Christmas Eve to like come in the house, they welcome up to
Oh,
show.
yeah, yeah.
Like it went so far to like reinstate the belief. I'm like, just let the kids stop
Well,
believing.
to me,
What's
once
the big deal?
cat's out of the bag, it's out of the bag.
Done. What are you gonna go?
Right.
You're gonna do so much work to make sure this kid.
That I agree with. But you don't. Do you have an age where you think it's appropriate?
I would say 7, 8. I think that's the age where they start having
Yeah,
kids
that
that they're
seems
talking
good.
to.
Yeah.
Once
my-
they start getting in school and other kids are talking, that's where
I feel like anything
So
with
you
kids.
never want to be the kid that still believes when all your friends don't.
Right.
right.
And me,
And then be shocked, be like, no, he's real.
Yeah.
And then
or you got to play it off.
slowly
Like, no,
realize,
I know he's
no,
not
I know he's
real.
not real.
And then you
Well,
go
I
home
defi-
and you're crying hysterical.
Well, I definitely remember saying that when I didn't believe it. Like I said, I remember when other kids talking about how he's not real. I'm like, no, he's not real. And I'm like, but he really is real. Like we're just saying
Yeah.
that, but he actually is real, though, right? It's like I remember
Yeah.
not wanting to give up on it, but it being very obvious to kids around me.
So I must have been in probably kindergarten or first grade when I found out. And it was just because I went in my parents' room for something, and my mother's always ready early. So
Yeah.
it was like November, and I saw presents, and it was like to Tom from Santa.
Yeah, that's how you usually
To
find it.
Rob from Santa, and I was like, "Oh shit!" This is like-
He dropped him off early. He's just he's trying to get ahead of the game. He's got a lot of houses to go. Somebody's
Yeah.
got to come too
I was
early.
also as in kindergarten, first grade, watching scrambled porn. Like I don't know. I feel like I
kindergarten?
Yeah, bro.
Why
I
don't
was-
they incorporate that Santa just gets ahead of the game and like he comes by early and drops some games off, and then
I'm
we
sure
and
some
then
parents
we're
do.
responsible for
'cause they're
getting him
not
out
good
of the tree.
liars, our parents. They I don't know.
I'm sure some
Like,
parents.
yeah, I'm like, yeah, he can't do all the houses in one night. So he spends, the 2 weeks
Yeah.
before Christmas, he's
in all
he gets started.
He's in all the malls.
That makes more sense. It's like the lie isn't Santa Claus. The lie is that he does it all in one night.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah,
that was the first
nobody
time I'm like, this doesn't seem.
Logistically
that's-
speaking, it doesn't work out.
yeah.
well.
Logistically speaking.
So when I found out, I remember telling people like I blew it up to a bunch of.
Right,
my
of course,
friends.
I would
So I know
expect
I
nothing
ruined it
but-
for a couple of my friends.
Nobody's surprised.
So this brings me to the reason why I'm asking. So my nephew is 9, going to be 10 this year. So he's going into 5th grade next year. And my other nephew is going to be in 1st grade next year. Both still believe, but the other one I think was starting to just question things. He's always listening and questioning everything. He's actually almost too smart for his own good, but whatever. So we're at the table. My parents, before my parents went to Alaska, we all went out to eat as a family. So you got I'm sitting in the middle of the table. My 2 nephews are to the left of me, back at the end, and they're, kind of putzing around with each other, and like all the adults were like to the right, and we're having a conversation. And I forget what we were talking about, animals or whatever in Alaska, because my parents are going there, and my mother said something about elves. And I was like, Ma, elves aren't real. Not even thinking, like it didn't cross my mind that they were there. I wasn't even putting elves and Santa or the elf on the shelf. I just didn't put it all together. And I was like, Mom.
I thought you were going to say reindeer.
No, I said, Ma, because she was saying, what are you, elves? I forget I don't even remember how it got brought, but I was just like, Ma, elves aren't real.
Elves.
My nephew was right next to me.
Oh.
He's always listening on our conversations. I should have known better, and whatever. So he just has that look on his face, like, and then he's looking at his mother, and I look at his mother, and I'm like, and he looks at her, and she goes, I'm Santa or something like that.
Really? She just gave it up like that?
Well, no, because like I forget what he said, but she's like, like whatever. We kind of basically blew it up. Like, that's it.
That's it.
Cat's out of the bag.
Easier
Uncle
to do
Tom
it. Easier
blew
to do it this far away from Christmas. That's a harder bomb to drop closer to Christmas.
Yeah,
better to release that news.
I agree,
In
yeah.
midsummer.
So what made him, and why I didn't put it 2 and 2 together, is because he has an elf, Finchy. He's had it forever, and
These elves on the shelf are the big thing.
So he's got one, I think, that's called Finchy.
all have
and
different
I forget
names,
what my other nephew's name is. So when I said the elves are fake, I think that's what he realized. That's fake. Santa's fake. And whatever. He just
all
picked
came
up.
crumbling down.
All came crumbling down. I feel terrible. Meanwhile, in
He's
the
the
back
cool
of my
kid
head,
now. The kid that learns early
Early
is
is
the
the
coolest kid.
Exactly. But it just sucks. Like, you kind of steal their innocence, and he wasn't upset at the table. I
Wait,
could
how
tell
old
he
is
was
he?
9.
No,
Exactly.
he's fine.
But apparently
he doesn't
got
need to
home.
believe that there's a real elf
So
on
my
the
brother
shelf.
goes, to be honest with you, not like we're happy, but we're glad that he's not going to be the last one.
Yeah, it's fine.
I would, group of friends believe it.
Yeah.
I honestly do feel this way. I feel like I'm slightly joking, but I do feel like I would want credit for the gifts. Like, I would be like annoyed every Christmas. Like, yeah, Santa Christmas. Like, I bought these fucking
agree,
gifts.
yeah.
I'm like, I always feel like as a
Especially if
parent,
you
I
don't
think I
have a
might.
lot.
As a parent, I might even not even introduce Santa into my kid's life because I want the credit for those gifts.
Well, I also feel like, too, they should
I
know
agree
that
with you.
there's
I
something.
agree. I would have a hard time.
But I
Yeah.
think they should know the worth of all that shit that they just opened.
Yeah,
Not
like,
the
I worked
money
for that
price
shit.
to it,
Yeah.
but yeah, that like
That just doesn't come out of the chimney.
Yeah,
I worked
this-
for this shit.
Chimney. You think this comes from the North Pole? No.
Yeah.
so.
I love you.
That's why you had that.
So, but yeah, my sister-in-law had to have a conversation with him, just to like.
Yeah. And
Talk
how
to
was
him.
he? He was okay?
She said like he was fine after, but the initial.
At 9 years old.
Yeah.
I get it,
You
but I
hope
guess
he's
if
fine.
everybody's still believing, but that's because people are faking everything now.
But
with all
also-
the fake steps and like, you ever see what these
Yeah,
parents do
they
these
go
days?
crazy for this.
And they
to
do it
make
for every holiday. Like, we only believed in Santa. I never believed in a fucking tooth fairy or a fucking Easter bunny.
Yeah, it was short-lived.
Like,
for
now
me,
they're
but
really
yeah.
throwing
Those are all
that
short.
shit out.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't really believe Santa.
I'm
that
seeing
long.
Halloween stuff in stores now, and where's the outrage? Because like it's
Didn't we mention this last time or no?
ridiculous. I don't know, but it's it's
starting to
ridiculous.
come
It's-
out.
the
It's
Christmas
crazy.
stuff in September is crazy, but it's Halloween stuff now is nuts.
Can I tell you why Christmas doesn't bother me as much as Halloween does? Because Halloween is not like an expensive holiday. Like Christmas, it's not bad to start getting gifts ahead of time and preparing.
But I think I
mean, maybe
just
he's
the
not
opposite is true.
celebrating it.
But now you're spending. Now you're buying more stuff. They're trying to get more money out of you for having
true.
Christmas be a
Maybe.
3 month
But also,
holiday.
Christmas is such a month?
It should be Christmas should be a month,
It basically is the season.
but now it's 3 months.
It is
Well,
3
yeah.
months.
Well,
But
it's
I,
definitely
Decorations wrap.
November
The
and-
decorations
I
wrap
feel
for
like
3 months.
I feel like once Thanksgiving is over, Thanksgiving's such a great holiday.
Yeah, well, we
I kind of pull
I don't
Thanksgiving
bypass
and
it.
Christmas into
But
one
it gets
season.
bypassed.
That's like the holiday season for me is Thanksgiving to
Once
Christmas.
Thanksgiving starts, I'm in the holiday season, right?
Sure. Yeah.
I agree with
Shouldn't
that.
we all?
Yeah,
be
I try to ignore it, like all the Christmas stuff.
Yeah.
Before, yeah.
I don't listen to
I
Christmas
enjoy that
music.
time of
No.
year, even though I don't like. I just enjoy the.
It's just like
The
Halloween
vibes.
is taking over Christmas. Like Halloween's becoming
love
Halloween's
Halloween.
becoming the biggest holiday. Like
We're a
it's
bunch of
just
fucked up individuals.
yeah, it's just becoming everything. It's so
Movies
I
are
don't
better.
care about Halloween. I mean, I like that.
yeah, I don't really know.
I kind of like
I got
that.
my costume for next year though, waiting right there.
Is that real? I was going to ask. You.
Oh,
Is
it
it
is
real?
real.
It's not a real
No,
skeleton.
I was asking if that was an actual costume.
So yeah, I bought it. I
Looks
always
big.
Yeah,
How tall
it's a
are you?
onesie.
Yeah, he's a big
Eh,
boy.
6 foot.
Yeah, that thing looks like it's fucking 15 feet tall.
Well, it's hanging from the ceiling. It's not,
true.
you know. So,
Why do you
would-
have that?
Because I always feel pressure to, if you're going somewhere, to have a costume, and I just, what am I going to do? So that's just going to be my costume every year. I'm just going to
You're
go.
just gonna
I'm
be
just
a
gonna have a skeleton onesie,
It's a good costume.
and the whole face zips up, so you can,
Oh,
cover your
and
face.
you know what it's good for is a lot of times I get costumes that are skimpy, and
Yeah,
this is good because
it's baggy. You can be comfortable in it.
yeah, you gotta be
Onesies are
comfortable.
the best costumes.
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
Halloween.
Onesies the way to do
It's
it.
a nice cure-all for.
Wear a normal outfit under
Probably-
that.
sure, I'll
So
be there.
cold- It's
You're
like
gonna
Yeah, I'll
free
be there.
ball
cold
under
at
that.
times.
I know you're sicko.
Yeah, you will. Right?
How do I get that?
I don't know.
I just feel like most people would wear a normal outfit under that, and you're not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might go naked under that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you would.
Hey, Monique.
you got no. I'm
sure
Check
that-
out this extra bone.
Gross. Wouldn't be surprised if it's
She
been
wants me to
used
wear
already.
that, yeah.
It's already hanging up in the rafters. I don't want to know what happened before us.
Well, speaking of, so we went to the city. We went to the city for her birthday. We spent a couple nights, a couple days.
Oh,
in the
happy
city.
birthday.
Yeah, happy
Yeah,
birthday.
When
it
is your
last-
birthday?
Last week. Yeah.
Last week? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
And so we stayed at Citizen M Hotel down in the Bowery.
Nice.
Cool hotel, but small rooms. It's one of these other. It's not luxury, but it's cool, but it's not luxury. But we had fun in the bedroom, making it's
Right.
got noisy at different times, and you think of all these people
Getting
there's-
noisy at different times. he says.
but a great view of the Supreme store.
Oh,
Remember
yeah,
the
yeah.
Supreme store? And there's always a line outside the Supreme store, and if you need, there's like a line
you
to
trying
get
to
just
put
to
on a
get in
show
there.
for the line? Of
So
course
we
he
did have the
was.
window open at times. Yeah, I was watching the lines.
You're sicko. He doesn't stop.
So, but you're making noise, and you're like, oh, there's people in the rooms, but I don't know these people,
Yeah.
Then I'm never going to see them. How often do you come and go at the same time? But then occasionally, so we were getting out of the elevator and we walked to the room. As we were getting ready to check out, we were going to the room just to get everything piled up. And we get out of the elevator with somebody and they walk same hallway, same, next left, same left. And then they walk into the room next to us. Yeah. And who knows if they were there in the room, but you do feel like, how are you? Yeah.
You feel like they
That's-
definitely like, that's them.
that's
That's them.
them.
That's definitely them.
That's
That's them.
them.
That's
Yeah.
that's what it.
He said that.
That's
That thing we were
annoying.
talking about, he's the one that said that.
Oh, you're saying stuff?
Yeah, I'm a very vocal person in bed.
Oh, it's not just
That's
just
what
like
I
oh.
like is that God knows what these people are hearing. It ain't just
Yeah.
Monique. It's just
yeah,
fucking
it's not
this
just
sicko.
moans. It's just moans and Monique.
There's
yeah.
like you talk.
yeah, some role play.
Role
B
play.
wants
Yeah.
you to. Can you record it so B
Yeah.
can hear?
I would
what's
love
going
to know
on?
what that's like. Yeah.
yeah.
Have you
Yeah, I
ever
got
talked
struck
dirty,
by-
B?
Yeah. One time I said, I don't want to say it, but yeah.
Say it. Look
No,
at
no.
him. He can't even say
I
it.
like how once he says, one time I said.
Yeah. No, I said I was.
He's nervous.
No, I wasn't. It wasn't even that good.
If Monique wasn't here, could you do it?
No, I don't want to disrespect the sanctity of that night.
Was it? I'm gonna eat that ass.
No. It's more like fucking like mean.
Yeah. You were like aggressive. It was like an
Yeah,
aggressive.
yeah. It was which
want this fucking cock?
no, I didn't say that, but I was like, I'm sorry for this. fucking cock.
We've had those
God.
where afterwards I go, I respect you, right?
Yeah. I think we might have been trying like just say something mean. Like it was
Yeah.
fuck. Yeah,
I used to work with a guy who's
got
he was an absolute pig, and his wife was like really like a sweet, nice person. So they're having sex once. Did I say this? Did I talk about this? In the
I don't
podcast?
know, but say it again.
So she goes, she's like, talk to me, and she meant say something sweet. Tell me you love me. Tell me how much you know. And he's like, yeah, you like that, you dirty slut, and you fuck that fucking hole. And she's like, not like that. She started crying. That was it. That was the end of the night. I meant, tell me you love me.
oh my god.
It's just like complete
Did you ever see,
miscommunication.
what was that? with Paul Rudd when he's talking into the mirror. That's like B practicing his dirty talk.
Oh, I didn't practice, but no, it was pretty much. It was like we weren't like.
I just want you to complete one dirty sentence now because you can't do it.
No, I don't want it. But
I don't know that I could either. I mean, I wouldn't. I don't. I'm trying to I don't have recall for the things I've said. It's kind of
No,
very much in the moment.
Oh, yeah.
it was in
I don't
the
have a
moment
script
thing.
that I'm working off of.
Right. Which I feel like is better because
But the people next door, they definitely thought that she was a lady of the night at some point because there was some role playing. So like, oh, wow,
I paid good money for this.
you'll do what I say. I paid for it.
There's a lot more where that tip came from.
Look at this Supreme store. I could buy you something from there, but I won't. Unless you ask nicely. Oh God.
Yeah. So that was a little
stuff.
bit awkward. Yeah.
You know
I'm
what?
gonna enjoy your rest of your trip. We're out of here. So you enjoy the rest of your trip in
Yeah.
peace. Yeah.
Good for
Well,
you
as you've
guys.
heard from us.
Good for you guys. But it is in the moment stuff. You know, I feel like if you had a script, well, God, I mean, if you guys have a script, I'm not saying it's
we
bad.
don't.
But like, I feel like it should be in the moment. And I'm not that way.
Yeah.
But like, there's been certain times where you
Roll with
just,
it.
you know, you'd roll with it, right? Yeah.
So we went to a jazz show.
Nice.
How was it?
It was great. Yeah, but it was like an instrumental jazz, orchestra jazz.
So no
No singing. He sang one song, but it was mostly just all big band instrumental. But I thought it was so funny. Yeah, I thought it was so funny. At one point, he's like, "This song is about my time in Philly. When, I got mugged at one point." He's like, "This is here. Here it is. South Philly. It's called." But then it's just all instruments. I'm like, "What do you mean it's about?" I don't understand when artists say
how
like
he
this
was
is
feeling it
this
when he played.
instrumental song is about something.
Yeah,
do you think
that's-
that's legitimate? Do you think there really is some truth? Like when
I
they
think in
were
their
writing
head-
it, they felt the emotion of it.
Yeah, maybe.
I do because music
It is.
is emotional. I mean, when you listen to when you're watching a movie, the music usually does.
Right.
Watch a scene with or without music, and
It can change the direction of the
change
thing.
the whole
Sure.
direction of
Yeah, I get it. It's just funny to think. Like, if you didn't tell me that, there's no way for me to listen to this song.
Oh, I know.
That
Is this-
you would
is this-
know.
Is this
No.
not Philly? This song? That note really had remnants of Broad Street.
that
Broad
Rocky?
Street. Yeah,
You know, you just reminded me. So you
that's
said
funny. She said the same thing. It didn't sound like it was just like dun, dun, dun. This song's about Philly.
That's Philly.
Yeah,
that does, but Rocky does make sense. But you made me think of something. I don't know if I've said this, but my parents once got a DJ for some kind of a anniversary or whatever it was, and my mom, the DJ was like, "What kind of music do you want me to play?" And it was like for an older people, and my mom was like, "We want like some old like big band music, like
Glenn Orchestra.
40s."
Glenn Miller.
whatever, like 1940s stuff. And the guy clearly, that's it, yeah. The guy clearly didn't like that wasn't his thing. He's like,
I don't have any of that.
he didn't say that. He goes, they didn't have music back then. That was his response. My mom, he didn't understand big band, and I was trying to look up what era big band was. Is that the 40s? Would you say
Probably earlier than that.
20s?
Maybe 20s, but there's definitely recordings of big
Right.
bands.
But
Yeah,
this
they
music.
still
That's
doing
the
it.
whole.
This idiot
The only reason
DJ.
she knows that she likes it is because she's heard the recordings of
This
it.
idiot DJ like couldn't get to his head. He's like, there was no music then. Like that was his real excuse. Just always
There was no
blows my
music
mind.
when they made that kind of music.
They didn't have.
I don't understand.
They didn't have.
There's been music.
Not I don't
forever.
have that in my thing, but there's been music is before like talking. I would imagine, right?
Well,
or around the
African
same time.
drums and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Yeah, but
I mean, people probably
That's
banged
wild.
on a drum before they.
You just
Yeah.
said that.
Oh, you did?
I didn't. Ryan did.
are you Olympics guys? You watching the Olympics at all?
Yeah.
I'm not a not Olympics guy, but I haven't delved in yet.
Yeah.
Right now, I will though. I like to watch the running ones, the racing.
The track and field,
I
Yeah,
like
but
the
more so
gymnastics.
just the racing.
just the racing. You don't like to watch the javelin and the.
Nah, I don't mind the throwing things. Although the pole vault is pretty cool.
You don't like no gymnast. No,
I only
could watch-
I
I could
only
watch
watch
some-
the gymnast. That's what I like. I think it's great.
it's so impressive.
Well,
Something
our
in there.
girls team is very good, so it's actually fun to watch
Yeah.
them.
So I got the Peacock app, and you can watch
Yeah,
like every
everything
event.
and a replay on everything.
Watch a replay of it.
Yeah, it's
watch
great.
the live. Yeah, it's so
So
great.
you've been watching a lot?
I mean, here and there. I watched the skateboarding today.
Oh,
And,
how was that?
Skateboarding's an Olympic event now?
Yeah.
So is
I didn't know
breakdance.
Breakdancing too this year.
Oh God.
Yeah.
He doesn't like that.
I'll be
They
honest
don't
with
even
you.
deserve it.
Like, I think I've just been so. I gotten used to watching skating, like on Instagram. You see like sick moves, and you watch it, and I was like, "This is the best. These are the best. These are the best skateboarders." Some of them are, it's like, "Wow, that was a cool move."
Are they
But you
professionals
just-
doing it?
Yeah.
No, it's random off the street Olympic.
No, I wasn't
Yeah, there's
sure
like-
if it's an age limit. B.
No, the guy who was like the favorite, but he ended up getting the bronze. Is like the most
Bucky Lasik.
medaled skater of all time.
Bucket retired.
Yeah, yeah, but I felt like bad being like, there's a lot of
Not
time
impressed.
just like skating around the park. I'm like, I feel like it should be just constant jump and move and like
Tricks.
Yeah.
But I guess that's just unrealistic. You don't
Now, do you think Olympics had to watch the X Games and be like, we're losing some audience
absolutely
to like that? So
yeah, I remember when they took over, like
Yeah.
when they brought in snowboarding.
Yeah.
It was just skiing
oh,
forever.
that's right.
I
Snowboarding
remember
was
the
in the
skiing
last
forever. It's
20
like, you know what?
years ago.
It's go,
Well,
and then it
that's
was
because Shaun White won all those golds.
yeah.
Yep. The flying tomato.
You having that Uncrustable or what?
I love Uncrustables.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's that Uncrustable? I've never had an Uncrustable.
Stop
good.
it.
Never had one.
Yeah.
Such
I just,
bullshit.
I don't know. I like peanut butter and peanut.
Peanut butter, peanut butter, he likes peanut butter
You
and
can't
mayo.
fucking talk today.
talk.
I like peanut butter.
I like peanut butter
You
and
have a
jelly.
mayo and jelly sandwich?
I couldn't-
You know what? You know what?
right.
That might not be terrible.
Now we're
I remember as a
talking.
kid, cream cheese and grape jelly was like
That was a thing.
was the shit.
Yeah, yeah.
That sounds gross to me.
As a kid, I loved it.
Well,
Are we getting to that point now?
We're good, yeah.
Yeah.
I know you tuck it out. So we're gonna do a top 10 TV shows of all time. We'll do that.
Yes.
Well, next week. I have a list of about 17. I need to pare it down a little bit.
You got to don't just put everything you like. You got to.
Well, that's like I got a 17 of my favorites, and I got
I have
to
the same
really.
thing.
There's a lot that I left off that I'm like I just can't put it in.
But I feel like I wish I had more time to like watch shows that I know that I should be
know,
watching. Like
I
I've never
know.
seen The Sopranos. Everyone says
Oh,
that's on
yeah,
their
yeah.
list. I'm like, and it's not on my list because I've never seen it. But I feel like my
Yeah.
list is invalid
That's
because
even better though.
Game
I'd
of
rather
Thrones and
that.
Soprano aren't on it.
But
Mine
Game of Thrones, a lot of people hate it. It's on mine because I loved
Yeah,
it, but
but
a lot
Ryan,
of
this-
people hated it.
I think it's good that you don't have
You want to do
just
the
the
same
regular
list
stuff.
that we have?
because we were texting and we were like, the sitcoms count, and I'm like, my list is all sitcoms.
I have a lot of-
I'm happy that anything that you consider a TV show, as long as it's not a movie. It's
Yeah.
in.
Even like a
This-
sketch TV show though.
Yeah, anything.
think
I almost
everything-
put the Chappelle Show in there.
Yeah,
I just did it because it doesn't have enough seasons.
I 100%. This is what you like. The way I'm looking at it is this a rewatchable thing to me? How much
Right.
did I love it when I watched it?
I have
It's along
one
those lines.
limited series, which I was also not thrilled about, but I did it because it was so good.
Nice. Just-
He's gonna slowly tell us what he.
No,
has.
no, and I got a couple sitcoms.
All right.
all right.
Yeah, I
All
got
right, so
I got a
we'll-
bunch
we'll-
of
we'll prepare
different stuff.
to do that either next week, or if we have a guest, we'll do it the week after that. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But I think that it'll be interesting to see where everybody stands on that.
Yeah.
And if you
Sick.
if you
And then the week after that, we'll do movies.
we could do movies too.
That's harder to me.
That
but
that
yeah.
would be harder for me too.
That'll be better because that'll be a wider variety of movies, I think.
And it's
I think
more,
the shows
it's a
we're
more.
gonna have.
It's a movie's a movie. You know what I mean? Like a TV show. There's so many different types. There's reality TV shows. There's
There is. Yeah. Any picks, by the way?
Twisters. 4D.
Twisters 4D.
4D.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna do it.
You guys have to do it, and
We're
I
gonna
would
do
love
it.
to see how you feel at the end of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited to watch that. I'm excited because I know she wanted to see it and I wasn't interested, but now I'm a little bit more excited.
Yeah.
I was gonna do it, by the way. I was gonna do it. You know I was gonna do it for you.
No, he was definitely going to do it.
Guy does everything. He's the best.
Yeah. I mean, what wouldn't he do? Yeah.
But I'll do it, but I'll complain about it the whole time. You ever see that meme? It's like, I'll go, but I'm complaining
but
the
I'm
whole time.
complaining the whole time. Isn't that most things that we do? Like,
Yeah.
I'm interested to hear what you guys think of that
Yeah.
4D because it definitely
Say
is,
it again, maybe. I don't
it's
know
fun
if
to
you
a
heard this first 6 times.
it's fun to a point.
Yeah.
So
I'm excited. Okay.
Yeah, I'm
All right.
curious to see what you guys think of that.
hey, listen, I'm hanging around you too much.
Yeah. Guys, it's dark out already.
Is it?
Oh no.
My parents are in
Summer
Alaska
is-
right now, and they were sending us pictures. So it's 18 hours of sunlight,
Yeah.
and then like the 6 hours of nighttime is still dusk. It's not.
It doesn't
like
really
dark.
get
Yeah.
pitch black. That's when I was in Iceland. That's what it was. Yeah.
So they're
And by the
going
way,
to
and-
Iceland next to see the aurora borealis in like a few weeks or a few months or whatever. They got another
that's so
trip
great.
planned.
In the summer. Well, yeah. I think you have a better chance seeing in the winter, but I guess it's.
I
there
think
in
they
the
might be
summer as
going to
well.
Iceland in
Might
the
be
winter. They're going to Iceland because I asked them. I go, "You going to see the aurora?" And they said, "Not in Alaska when we go to Iceland."
Yeah, it's usually more common in the winter.
Pictures are beautiful.
But you know,
Yeah, they
in
look great.
in Iceland, elves are real. Like they consider elves real in Iceland. Like Icelandic people.
Oh yeah.
it's
they-
like
No, like the people that it's like like they think religion like religious people,
people think Jesus came back from the dead.
like they think that's fact.
Fucking
Icelandic
idiots.
people,
Well, now,
like
wait a
they
second.
think that elves really are. They exist and like they hide in their own little underground area.
Christ.
Haven't they found skeletons of little tiny elf-like people?
I don't know.
I think they might have.
This is
I think elves could be real.
Yeah, dwarves.
No, I'm not talking dwarves. I'm talking elves.
yeah.
Oh, they have pointed ears and they
those
live in
are-
the North Pole. Like, what the fuck?
Those are
kidding me?
children who passed away.
No. They found like in the Amazon, like a little
They
tiny
find no idea
pointy
what you're
hats and
talking
little-
about.
little tiny people. I'll send it to you guys.
Little
Appreciate it.
tiny
Guys, if you
people.
made it this far,
Yeah,
I'm telling you, they've like little.
that's
they're-
it. We're done. That was
Well
literally
done.
it.
I
All right.
can't even listen to
Yeah.
this.
All right.
They're
I am
bone